Have you ever wondered why, despite living in the most advanced and comfortable age in history, so many of us feel empty, restless, and strangely powerless? You wake up with all the tools for success at your fingertips: the internet, unlimited information, endless opportunities, and yet something inside whispers that you are drifting, that you are quietly being conquered, not by an enemy outside, but by something growing inside of you. Let me ask you directly, when was the last time you felt truly alive, truly uncomfortable, as if your entire being was tested? If you cannot remember, then you may already be under the spell of the most dangerous prison of all, the prison of comfort. Philosophers throughout history warned us about this invisible enemy. Friedrich Nietzsche wrote that what does not kill us makes us stronger, but what happens when nothing even tries to kill us anymore? When we live padded lives where every difficulty is softened, every edge is dulled, and every struggle is outsourced. In this silence, we become weak. And it is not the evil rulers, corrupt politicians, or tyrants who destroy civilizations. It is the people themselves, slowly decaying in the sweet poison of comfort. Plato warned in the Republic that democracies collapse into tyranny not because of outside forces, but because citizens become too soft, too entitled, too unwilling to sacrifice. Does this sound familiar? Look around. We are becoming, as Bonhoeffer once described, a society of willing fools. Not fools in the sense of lacking intelligence, but fools because we surrender our critical thinking for convenience. When was the last time you questioned the endless scroll on your phone, the headlines fed to you, the education that conditions you? You are told you are free, but have you noticed how addicted you are to your little routines, your curated entertainment, your carefully manufactured pleasures? Machiavelli warned that the masses can be controlled not through chains, but through their desires. Give them bread, give them games, and they will remain docile. And here we are, pacified by screens, numbed by consumption, lulled by comfort. Let me share a story. In ancient Rome, as the empire reached its height of wealth, the Senate introduced panem et circenses, bread and circuses. They handed out free grain and hosted massive games in the Colosseum to distract the people. The citizens cheered as gladiators fought, while behind the scenes, corruption rotted the empire from within. People stopped fighting for virtue, for justice, for strength. They traded their voice for entertainment. Sound familiar? Today, the circus is your algorithm. The bread is your dopamine hit. And while you indulge, the powerful shape the world in silence. Nietzsche believed that the truly alive individual must embrace struggle, must climb mountains, not lie in valleys. But modern society tells you to avoid struggle at all costs. Tired? Take a pill. Bored? Open an app. Lonely? Swipe right. But do you see the cost of this? Slowly, your soul becomes fragile. Like a muscle never exercised, it atrophies. And here lies the dark truth. Comfort is not freedom. Comfort is control. A person who cannot endure pain, who cannot face discomfort, is the easiest to manipulate, and that may already be happening to you. Think about your daily life. How often do you choose the harder path? How often do you willingly face the things that terrify you? Most of us, if we are honest, avoid discomfort like the plague. We fear rejection, so we never speak up. We fear failure, so we never try. We fear being alone, so we cling to shallow distractions. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Every time you choose the easy way, you kill a piece of yourself. You become less human, less resilient, less free. Dietrich Bonhoeffer, the German theologian executed by the Nazis, once said that stupidity is more dangerous than evil. Why? Because stupid people, blind in comfort and fear, become tools of destruction without even realizing it. They follow trends, obey propaganda, repeat lies, not out of malice, but out of complacency. And that is where we are headed. When comfort dulls your mind, you stop questioning, and when you stop questioning, you stop being free. You become exactly what the powerful want you to be: obedient, predictable, harmless. Let's push deeper. Do you realize that the human brain evolved under struggle? Thousands of years of hunger, cold, danger, and death forged our ancestors into resilient beings. Every hardship sharpened their instincts. Every failure carved wisdom into their bones. And now, we live with endless food, climate control, and digital shields against reality. But the brain that was meant to fight lions is now fighting boredom. The warrior inside you is starving, and in starvation, he grows weak. That is why depression, anxiety, and emptiness rise as our comforts grow, because your soul was not made to live in a padded room. Machiavelli wrote that power belongs to those who are willing to do what others fear. And here is the paradox. The most comfortable people become the weakest, while the ones who embrace discomfort rise. Think of entrepreneurs who risk everything, soldiers who train in mud and fire, thinkers who endure ridicule to speak the truth. They carry the torch of vitality while the comfortable masses quietly fade away. Which side are you on? Now let me turn this toward you directly. You say you want freedom, but are you free if you cannot put down your phone? You say you want greatness, but are you great if you collapse at the first sign of resistance? You say you want meaning, but can meaning grow in the soil of comfort? The truth is that your life is being stolen, not in one grand theft, but in tiny moments, tiny surrenders. And unless you wake up, you may never notice until it is too late. So what is the way out? The way out is not easy, and that is exactly why it works. You must choose discomfort deliberately. Take the cold shower, face the rejection, ask the terrifying question, sit with your loneliness instead of numbing it, read the difficult